Club 2019 fans? Here we are again. I'm going to do a second shortish stream here today, something I've been meaning to do. Specifically, from day one, I was playing with the master clubs and, sinking or swimming, some days good, sometimes bad, some days, weeks at a time, I'm hitting it okay, and then it just totally goes away. Then in the last few days, I just backed off to the pro clubs there. Gave myself a little more leeway in the feedback and the swing playing and stuff like that. But that's never what I wanted to do anyway. After the first game, I already eventually gotten up to the hardest swing and was doing pretty well with that. Last game we had the pro clubs, which I was playing with, not up to the level of some of the better players in the limited assist that we play every day. But always stuck with them. This game again, I was playing the master clubs, having big problems, especially with the short irons there, which I tend to get fast on and pull left. But I had a 4 hybrid, metal in the bag, for those rough situations, and I pretty much could hit them where I was aiming, and I had a pretty, solid handle on kind of distance I was going to get from the rough, especially the heavy rough there. It was like a 212 club with the lie rough penalty there. I knew I could, somewhere around 180, I could get it out there consistently. So what I've been thinking about doing for a while here is switching a lot of my clubs, if not most all of them, over to the hybrid fairway metal clubs here, which I tend so far to be able to hit a little straighter here. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work out, so you're going to come along with me here. As far as this latest patch, I think there was some extra clothing items thrown in there, which I could care less about because those are all things that unlock when you play the career, the PGA career mode here, which I can't even remember the last time I did anything like that. Playing 3 society clubs here, on a pretty regular basis if I got the coins to get into them. And we're all playing in the same limited assist with only the foot lie available and the approach and putting cam, and even in the team reach around there, even there we don't have the foot lie, but that's not insurmountable. It just helps sometimes, especially when you're lining up a long putt. You can activate that, so you got about, I don't know, 9 feet or whatever there just to see what it's doing, close to you, and then you kind of figure out how it's going to track to the hole. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Actually, I think if I had a green grid for putting there, I'm not sure I'd even know what the hell to do with it. I think I would do better without it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change back to the Masters before we get into that, and then we're going to head out into the golf bag. And 285, 253, 236, 216. Maybe there was a change there. I thought that 4 hybrid was a 212. Okay. All right, so anyway, you always want to have all 3 of the short game scoring wedges in the bag. 94 yards on the lob wedge, 108, 122, 130. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm seeing any change there. All right, well, obviously, you really can't do anything with the driver. You got to have a driver in the bag. We had recently changed over to the shot suggestion to club only there, and then I'd get fooled thinking I was standing on the tee with the driver there, and I actually had the 2-wood or the 3-wood or something in my hand. I didn't pick it up, so I colored my driver yellow, just so I don't miss that. So let me see what we can do here. I think I'm going to go to a hybrid bag and see where it takes me. So let's see. We're going to swap that out and to a hybrid. All right, so 2 hybrid is 233. And that's a big change. All right, so 2-wood. Wow, yeah, that's a big change there. We swap that out. There's no point. Yeah, there's no point in doing it. Sometimes you're going to want that 285 club, and you're going to take your chances. All right, so all right, I don't think I want to make a change there. 236, 243. No reason to change that. All right, so I like the 4 hybrid. $216. And let's pick up another 10 yards on that. So the 4 iron, 203. We go to the 5 hybrid. All right, 5 iron. Okay, that's almost good, but 194. All right, what do we got? 194, 211. All right, so the 7 iron is 172. All right, so I think we got to leave that 7 iron. 6148. All right, so I'm changing over. I'm keeping the 2 wood and 4 wood, and I'm gonna have 3 hybrids for the middle, right? Yeah, 224, 211, 194. I'm still short of 180 club. Maybe this is the time I put in the 6 iron. 48, 160. Yeah, I still got a little bit of a gap here. I think I'm going to change the 8 iron to the 6 iron. $72, 183, 140. Yeah, still all right, 7 iron. All right, now I'm going to put in the 8 iron. All right, now I'm going to put in the 8 iron. Yeah, all right. I think. Yeah, but now I still got a gap. I still got a 140-yard gap. Yeah. Okay. So what do I got to do? What do I got to take out? I don't use that gap wedge much. Maybe now it's time to put the 9 iron in. All right, now what do I got? 160, 148, 136. Now I got a gap. All right, now I got a really short gap, but I don't know. I'm not sure I need that club much. All right, so all right, edit the 6 iron. And 250. All right, there's no reason to change that. Shaft is going to go. And there's no fundamental changes in performance on these. Remember back in Tiger Woods there, when you were customizing your clubs there, you had three choices of shaft tools, stiff, normal, and flexible, that you could like tune to your swing. All right, I'm going to purchase that one. Purchase and equip. And then the grip, I'm just going to make, I'm not spending $250 on that. Custom colors on. Let's see here. What do we want? Change that to red. Yeah, just so they look decent. And then we'll change that to the black. That looks like a good. Okay. It's not the place to do that. All right, we'll back off of that. Copy style to irons. There we go. Okay, confirm. And then to the wedges. So they should all look the same now. Yeah, okay. Driver still looks yellow. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing with the wedges. And the shaft. I guess you're stuck with a graphite shaft on that. Alright, so we are going to change the primary color to a silverish appearance. You can't actually get a silverish appearance, can you? I might as well just leave them straight black. And secondary color will be straight black. And the grips, I'll do the same thing. Except they're different. Okay, so we're just going to change that to the red. Mid-range red. Copy style to wedges. Okay. Alright, at least my clubs look kind of normal now. And then the putter, I think I can lose the yeah, I like that putter. So the shaft I can leave alone. The grip we're just going to change to a yeah, I'm not buying a stupid looking grip. Just make that the mid-range red. Should show up nicely. Doesn't seem to show up at all. Maybe that's got to be the mid-range red. I just want my clubs to look decent. Play online a lot with guys. That doesn't seem to do a damn thing, does it? Okay. Alright, it is what it is. Alright. At least it matches. Alright. Alright, so now I've changed up my golf bag here, and I'm going to head out today and play again with these Masters clubs. It's just what I wanted to do. You know, it has nothing to do with how well I'm doing. That's just what I want. Take that out. You don't have to save anything. All right, let's go out here and hit the range here. See what we can do with these hybrids. Just before I jump into the rounds of the day. that'll be on another stream. I already did an earlier stream today that the fast backswing, even though I feel like I'm hitting it just right, is still there. I'm still getting, even if I'm good, straight up and down with it, I'm still getting fast perfect, or sometimes fast. And I got a little quirky. Yeah, see, I got the fast. Not terrible, but I got the fast. Gonna pick up, almost extra 15 yards on the fly. Plus, I can straighten it out. At least I'm keeping it more or less within the feedback meter. Perfect. Okay. Usually a fast perfect gets me more than a perfect. That was weird. Yeah, that little rat tail to the right on the follow through. That's one thing I can be okay for a while, and then after like a dozen holes there, I start getting sloppy. I'm pulling it in. I've been pulling it in on the backswing and pushing it out. Yeah, put that rat tail. Same thing. Put that rat tail at the very top, and that pushes it. Opens up the club face and pushes it to the right. Too much of that takes like the wind right out of it too, I found, or at least in my experience. Yeah, came inside. Not too bad though. I guess the wind kind of did what it should have done there. Fast perfect. Yeah, look at that. That went way out there. Okay. Let's see what we can do with these hybrids now. We're going to back off to the 3 hybrid. That's perfect. That's flying 243 with a little bit of wind. Yeah, 224. Picked up an extra 20 yards with fast with that little bit of wind. Yeah. Opened up the club face. Wind did not push that back. I still find it a little bit easier to stay in the feedback line there, the up and down blue line there. So fast. How much is that going to get me? 252 yards on the fly from a 220 club. Maybe an 8 or 10 yard advantage there with that wind a little bit. 211 hybrid. Yeah, closed up the club face a little bit on that. Fast perfect. 227 on the fly. Uh, 227. Wow. Okay. Still got like an extra 10 yards easily off of that, maybe more. 7 hybrid. I should be able to get this out to about 200. And as if someone said, the backspin is totally gone. I'm going to have to. I mean, you don't get backspin on the longer clubs anyway, but use the hybrids if you want to, extra elevation and a little softer landing. That's what those are supposed to do. Get here fast, 202, 203 on the fly. Can't fix that fast on the back. Yeah, okay. Wow. All right. You definitely pick up like an extra, like almost a half a club easily with sometimes a whole club. All right, so that's going to be that. I'm going to go out and play with these clubs here and see how I do. I've closed as many of the yardage gaps as could. I've taken a wedge out of the bag so I can try to keep you know a 10% distance. You know, with the longer clubs, try to keep it at a 20-yard difference between the clubs, and then as you get further down there into the more scoring clubs, there you gotta But all right, but I took one wedge out of the bag here. We'll see how I do with that. I'll probably regret it, but we'll see how it goes. I very rarely use that gap wedge anyway, so maybe it'll work out. All right, well that's it for this stream, kids. I'll be back in a little while, have a little breakfast, I guess. There, get another coffee, and then I'll head on out for the Amateur Society tournament here. We got the 4-rounder here in 3 days coming. Uh, so I'll probably play 2 rounds today and consecutive with a few breaks. Yeah, we're playing the Barbarians at the Gates event, 4 rounds in 3 days, 1,000 to play at Colin Mafia's Valhalla Golf Club. So we've played this a few times before, easily between the last couple of games. It's one of those RCR courses, real course recreations that plays, legitimately without the extremes of slope for the most part. I know Colin Mafia does a lot of work on these courses, a lot of research to make them play like golf courses as opposed to making them, tough as nails for a golf video game. He gets shot down a little bit for that here and there, but if you're trying to get a real golf experience out of this golf video game, chances are you'll appreciate it instead of denigrate it. So, all right, well that's it for now, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Be back in a little while.